Last time on Scorpion Island, Natty and James chose their new teammates and Sting and Claw were born.
We are now Team Claw! Hooray! Sting! Hooray! Sting!
The teams took on the toughest challenge the island has ever unleashed on the adventurers.
After a hard-fought battle, Sting won the island treasure and then doubled their lead.
Now captain for Claw, Eleanor faces the toughest battle she's ever had to bring it back for her team.
I'd really like to wipe the smiles off Sting's faces.
We all need to work as a team together and do our best.
Their communication isn't good at the moment.
The Sting and Claw rivalry is about to reach boiling point.
I just said that we have better teamwork and communication.
How do you know you have better?
Because we're winning all the challenges.
Let battle commence on Scorpion Island.
Welcome to Scorpion Island. I'm Miley.
And I'm Johnny.
It may look like a tropical paradise here, but the island is out to cause mischief for anyone that decides to visit.
There are two teams on the island who are determined to escape its clutches, and believe me, they've had a tough ride of it so far.
Yep, the pressure really is mounting, because only one team can escape on the final day.
Scorpion Island relishes in its splendid isolation and uses its natural world as its impenetrable defense system. The island is teeming with life, its precious treasure.
In recent times, an adventurer came from far across the seas. He was a fortune hunter, whose mission it was to plunder the island of its legendary treasure.
He took on the island's challenges and succeeded. But when he failed in his final escape, the furious island mischievously captured the fortune hunter's spirit and locked it away.
Now, 10 adventurers must follow the path he created. Their mission, to escape the island. Sting and Claw must battle it out in terrifying challenges, and the victors will win an island treasure. The more that they win, the greater advantage they'll have in the final race to escape.
The adventurers are about to find out who today's captains are going to be, and little do they know that two former friends will become Scorpion rivals. It's time to announce the team captains for tomorrow's Island Challenge. Congratulations, Eleanor and Jeremy. You guys are going to captain your team. How does that feel?
Great.
Are you ready to carry on Sting's winning streak?
Oh, yeah. No.
And how do you propose
No gonna happen.
Oh, wow.
No, girlfriend.
Eleanor, Jeremy, you were on the same team not long ago, and now it's rivalry. How do you think you're going to beat Jeremy?
Well, I'm going to beat her. It's not obvious. How dare you question my winning?
Oh.
I'm going to beat her by communication and teamwork. The bad thing about it is they used to be really good friends.
They used to be best friends on the team.
Stuck together.
And now they have good battle partners.
Yeah.
That's right.
So now we know the names of the new team captains. Jeremy and Eleanor, you'll go head-to-head in the first round of the challenge.
Now it's time to find out who's going to compete in the second round of the Island Challenge. Everyone.
After your team captains have gone head-to-head, everyone will then face each other in the second round of the challenge. Jeremy and Eleanor will face each other as the new team captains of Sting and Claw.
The battle is on, Jeremy.
The battle's on, Eleanor.
We're friends, though, aren't we? Most of the time. Friendship today, not tomorrow. Yeah? Deal.
When Jeremy and Eleanor were in the girls' team, they were the firmest of friends.
There was a little bit of tension between me and Eleanor, because when we started out, we were really good friends, and girls versus boys just added to that friendship. And once we just got split into Sting Claw, we started to discuss what kind of team we would like to be in.
I would like Sting.
I would like Claw.
See, we're enemies already, and see what it's doing to us? Because we started bonding properly, and then we made this campars, and then boom. Suddenly, we've just been told we're going to split into Sting and Claw.
But the island has placed them in an impossible situation, and these two friends must now face each other as rivals.
We're good friends. I like beating friends. I don't know why. I want to wipe the smile off her face.
I'm going to be a better captain than Eleanor, obviously, because I'm going to make sure my team has the skills they need, and I'm going to make sure I show them how it's done. I'm going to lead them to victory. Not Claw, obviously. Not Sting. Not Claw. Your imagination's wild, Eleanor, so just keep on imagining you're going to win.
But the girls need to turn their words into action when they take on the island, just as the Fortune Hunter did all those years ago. Now he's helping Sting and Claw on their journey. He knows that only the very best can escape this treacherous island and free his spirit, and has left a system of clues in a symbol ring to help them on their way.
But the island, always furious that the Fortune Hunter is attempting to help Sting and Claw, has smashed the ring into pieces. And now, Eleanor and Jeremy with their teammates must attempt to piece the shards of the symbol ring together again in the fastest time.
3, 2, 1. The time starts now.
Kitty, how much do you remember?
Remember, 8 pieces here now. 4 pieces will not fit.
Only 4 pieces will make the ring complete.
No, it's this one. No, which one goes there, Dylan? There was a small one.
You can see square,
Square, square. Yes, got it. Is this part of a square?
Yes. Hold on.
Jeremy and Eleanor are both on a mission to beat each other.
That one fits.
Driving their teammates on, the captains have one goal: to win the right to play for the Fortune Hunters Island Challenge advantage.
1, 2, come on. You can do it. Come on.
Finished! Wow, that seemed pretty quick, guys.
Well done.
Sting, led by a determined Jeremy, may have mastered the Fortune Hunters puzzle, but now she must lead her team successfully through to the next stage. The symbol ring has been placed on the code wheel. Each symbol relates to a letter of the alphabet. The Fortune Hunter has left a coded message on the board. It's a sentence that reveals a 5-letter word. There are 4 parts of the sentence to decode, and for each part, a letter must be locked with a symbol to decipher the message. If Sting can identify the word correctly, they'll earn the right to open the Fortune Hunter's old rusty filing cabinet and win his Island Challenge advantage.
Kade and Jeremy, welcome to the Fortune Hunters Code Cracker Wheel. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Your 5 minutes starts now.
Okay. Tell me the code. Key. Okay.
The message is in 4 parts, and first, Jeremy must lock the letter G with the triangle symbol to uncover the first section.
Cactus. This thing here. T.
Next one.
Okay. There's T.
Fish thing.
Yeah, fish. Keep it still.
There's
Move it back
an
to
N.
move it back to T. Move it back to T.
T.
What is it?
And the fish is O.
What's the thumb? The line and then the semicircle on top of it.
This one.
No, next to the shell.
Oh, you mean this one?
Yeah.
That's W.
Is it on the right? Snake.
Snake. This one. It's I.
And look out. O-N. Okay. S equals F. The
Katie has moved on to the next part, but first Jeremy must lock the zigzag symbol to the letter F.
Okay, the triangle, the circle on top of it. Triangle? There. Triangle, circle on top of it. Left. This one? Yes. W. Okay, you swap with me. Lightning is R. Yeah. And the symbol thing. The cactus is I. No, it's T. No, we're on a different... Oh, right, I. Pyramid is T. Square, black square. Square is E.
Jeremy moves on to the next section. The monkey symbol must lock to the letter K.
Next shape. Right angle triangle. R. Black square. A. This lip with a small line in the middle. Come on, Katie, when you're finished. D. Wait, D. Wait, what's... Yeah. Wait, monkey, okay. Come on, Katie. Yeah, D. D. Yeah. And the black square again is A. Yeah. Radar and right angle try R. Radar. And then there's shell equals U.
Now the spiral shell symbol must lock to the letter U.
That's S. No, horizon. Horizon. T. Sun. O. Right angle triangle. D.
No, instead of a D, Jeremy has written a P.
Okay. That was A. A. Yeah. Horn. Pardon? The horn. Look, the horn shape. U.
But they've got the last letter wrong, as we know the spiral shell symbol is a U.
No, wait. That one's Y. To pay. To win.
They've got the fortune hunter's message, but the seconds are fading fast. Will they get the 5-letter word needed to win the fortune hunter's advantage?
Wait, you check it. Okay, to win today, right, radar.
Sting have done it with an impressive 1 minute and 32 seconds to spare.
Congratulations, guys, you've got it. Radar, that's right. I was a little bit worried because at first you did to win, and then it was to pay.
Yeah, I was like, what? And then I did today, because I got P from Katie, and I didn't understand it.
Katie, I heard you did definitely say D, didn't you?
Yeah,
I think the first time, and you must have misheard. But you have won today's Code Cracker Challenge. Well done, guys. Sting and Claw go back to their camps, and Jeremy really wants to cement Sting's lead.
I know we're doing really well, but we have got to, make sure we win the next island treasure, because if we do, we're kind of 3 ahead, and that'll be good.
Because we have 4, and they have 2, and there's 5 left. If we win 2 more, that will put us to 6, and then there'll be 3 island treasures left. And if they only have 2, if they win them, they'll still have 5, and we'll still have 1.
Over in Claw, Eleanor thinks Jeremy has a more personal motivation.
Jeremy is going to be really determined to win because she's the only one in the team that doesn't have an island treasure. And so she really wants to win one.
Now Claw know what they need to do.
But if we lose today, they're on 5-2. Then we've only got 4 chances left. So we have to win every single one otherwise. So we really have to win today.
And we've only got 1 chance to lose.
Yeah.
Sting are feeling confident.
I think at the moment Team Claw aren't going too well as a team.
They're not working very effectively at all.
I think that Team Claw is kind of jealous, not too jealous, because they're kind of trying to find out, they're still learning how to communicate with each other, and we just got it straight away like that.
Eleanor and Jeremy are about to take each other on in the first round of the Island Challenge double crossing. This is a game of strength and balance, as they'll each have to gather as many rusty cogs as possible at one end of a precarious runway, whilst the opposition will attempt to knock them off with huge boulders. But first, Team Sting are about to find out what their Island Challenge advantage is from the fortune hunter. The filing cabinet is one of the fortune hunter's relics. It materializes when a team has deciphered its code, and Sting's winning word radar from the code cracker earlier has unlocked it.
Congratulations for winning my Island Challenge advantage. I want you to defeat the island. Your team captain rival will start the challenge with nothing, and you will start with one rusty cog. All will be revealed later.
So you have got the advantage, but will that make all the difference? We'll find out in today's Island Challenge double crossing. And in double crossing, Eleanor in Team Claw will be on a mission to win today's treasure for her team, because Sting are in the lead with 4 treasures, but Claw only have 2. Sting and Claw want the island treasure because the more their team is awarded, the greater the advantage they will gain in the final race to release the fortune hunter's spirit and escape.
The 7th island treasure to be won is the Venus flytrap. Beautiful, but deadly. The Venus flytrap represents the manipulative island employing trickery at every turn.
In round 1, the island makes the team's captains go head-to-head to try to win the advantage for their teammates when they compete for the latest island treasure in round 2. So now, Claw's captain Eleanor is going to be battling Sting's captain Jeremy. This is the first time they're representing their new teams, but we've seen them giving it their all in the boys versus girls challenges. Eleanor was the girls' motivational powerhouse, driving her teammates on even in the toughest of conditions.
Yes, Lizzie, you're doing amazing! Lizzie, you are brilliant.
Can she push herself onto victory? Jeremy has already taken on her fear of water and come out on top.
Come on, guys! Move! Faster! Go, go, go!
But today's challenge is going to be the greatest test of her bravery yet. Can she rise above her fears here? So these are 2 ultra-determined captains, and this will be a hard-fought challenge because both of them really want their team to have the advantage in round 2. And to win it for them, this is what the captains will have to take on. This is double crossing. 2 parallel tracks stretch across one of the iciest lakes on the island. One is a super slippery runway, and one captain will be on it collecting cogs, delivering them across and tying them onto the cable at its far end, which would all be fine if these cogs didn't start off attached to the giant boulders that the other captain is swinging right at her opponent from the more stable crossing. Jeremy and Eleanor will both take turns at delivering the cogs and swinging the boulders, and whoever manages to get more cogs tied on before their 6-minute clock runs out wins. If a cog goes in the water before it's reached the end of the runway, it's out of play. And if a captain slips or is knocked in, then she has to swim back to the start of the runway, which will really waste precious seconds. Because Sting won the code cracker, Jeremy has the advantage here. She starts her delivery turn with an extra cog already tied on, meaning she has the potential to score more than Eleanor. But, of course, she's going to have to move ultra fast to get all 8 delivered in time. At stake here is an advantage for the victorious captain's side in round 2, when the teams battle it out for the latest all-important island treasure. And you just know that these great rivals are going to absolutely throw themselves into trying to win it.
So, girls, you're going to be going up against each other today. How are you feeling?
Great. Excited.
Last night at the Island Fire, I could feel the tensions were rising. How do you think you're going to do then, Jeremy?
I think I'll do it, Katie. If Sting wins this challenge, it'll make it harder for Claw, and we want to make it as hard for Claw as we can.
But yesterday you had the advantage and we still won the first part.
First part, but who won the second part?
Oh, okay.
Well, guys, it goes without saying that there is competition between Sting and Claw as teams, but you two, there seems like there's extra competition. Where's it come from? Eleanor?
I know it sounds a bit mean, but I like to beat friends because I just like chucking them into water and hearing them scream.
Jeremy, from a friend.
A friend? I like beating a friend as well because it's like letting them know that they can't get the upper hand on you. But you're still
you guys
friends.
are going to be friends.
Yeah, we're still
Meant
friends
to be.
after the challenge.
Yeah, and when it's down to business.
Yeah.
Girls, best of luck. I'm going to go and take cover from what's possibly the most competitive challenge and fighters we've ever had. It's time now to play Double Crossing.
So, first up delivering cogs is Eleanor for Claw, while Jeremy swings the boulders for Sting.
Girls, are you ready? Ready! This is going to be interesting. 3, 2, 1, go!
And they're off, and Jeremy's unknotting a boulder while Eleanor gets some terrific encouragement from her teammates. Oh no, a miss! Eleanor's crawling works for her here, but could it prove too time-consuming a tactic? Every second's precious here, and as the cogs she needs are tied to the boulders, she can't afford to dodge too far out of the way either.
Eleanor's got it and she's untying the first cog.
But she's got to take it to the other end of the pontoon and tie it on before it counts, so it's not safe yet.
Go quickly!
Jeremy's wrestling another boulder free. Oh no!
Duck down, Eleanor! Eleanor, duck down!
Sounds like good advice from James, but Eleanor's choosing to block the boulders with her. Oh, she's caught it! And that means she can grab the cog off this one. Great stuff.
Come on, Jeremy!
This must be so frustrating for Jeremy. Yes, she's tied it on. That's her second cog on.
Great encouragement from the rest of the team. There's a lot to play for. Claw desperately need to win this challenge.
And Eleanor's moving so quickly here. They could just do it. She's already taken hold of another boulder. Oh! Jeremy's gone on the attack. That was a good hit, and it's definitely delayed Eleanor. But what she really needs is to knock the cog out of her hands.
Come on, Jeremy!
She's zipping back with the cog. Can Jeremy do anything here to stop her?
Extreme determination from both Eleanor and Jeremy.
But that's cog 3 on.
Run, Jeremy! Come on, Jeremy!
She's going for another boulder strike, but Eleanor looks ready for it. Oh, a simple catch.
You're doing really well!
She is doing well. Oh, what a duck. She's making great pace here. She hurled that one across with huge force, but no strike. And so, at just over 2 minutes in, Eleanor's back with a 4th cog.
Hit her!
Oh, Eleanor does well not to lose the cog here. That was a massive smash. But she's tied it on.
Turn off! Go!
Jeremy's going for another boulder swing. Oh, Eleanor's caught this one too. She's keeping so well balanced, and it must be so irritating for Jeremy.
Come on, Jeremy! Get her! Go, Eleanor!
These girls mean business.
Yes, they do, Mylene. And at just over halfway through her time, Eleanor's tied on a 5th cog. This is really quick work. Jeremy needs to do something to slow it. Oh, no! Jeremy's got to put more force into her throws if she's gonna knock Eleanor in. Oh, but she's got to keep aiming well too. She's swinging the boulders wildly now, but they're just ricocheting around. She needs to focus more on her targeting.
Go, Eleanor! 1-0! Eleanor! Eleanor! Eleanor!
Yes, at almost 4 minutes in, that's her 6th cog on. And so she's only got 1 left now.
No, guys. You're just putting pressure on her. She'll bend on the pressure.
Is Natty right? Will the pressure get to Eleanor? That would be a disaster. No, another terrific boulder catch.
Oh, and there's the last cog, and a really good duck there from Eleanor just at the last second. That's it! Game over!
Jeremy looks alarmed, and that was a terrific turn from Eleanor. She moved along the runway really quickly and stopped boulder after boulder after boulder with apparent ease. Jeremy did put great effort into trying to knock her in, but never managed to achieve the necessary combination of power and aim. And it meant that Eleanor tied on her 7th and final cog at 4 minutes and 9 seconds. It's an impressively fast time, but at the halfway stage, who do they think's gonna come out on top here?
Me. Strong. No, it's gonna be me. Me.
Well, they both sound really confident, but now they're back in the lake for the second leg of the game. And of course, they've swapped places. So this time, Jeremy's under much greater threat of ending up in the water. Could the fear affect her performance?
Okay, girls, are we ready?
Ready!
3, 2, 1, go!
And they're off!
Eleanor ready with the first boulder, no hesitation.
Is Jeremy going to try to go quicker by standing up? Well, Eleanor's swinging again. Jeremy's ducked down. Oh, she's grabbed it.
Well caught from Jeremy.
She's untied it, but of course she's got to deliver it along the runway, and Eleanor is not going to make that easy for her.
Eleanor needs business with those boulders.
Oh! Eleanor smacks this boulder right at Jeremy's head. But impressively, she manages to keep balanced on the runway and doesn't drop the cog. But if Eleanor can keep this onslaught up, surely she can cause Jeremy some real problems.
Come on, Eleanor!
Brilliant backing from the teams.
You can do it! Quicker!
They all clearly want their captain to triumph here.
Quickly! Go, Jeremy!
Well, she's crawled down to the end and she's starting to... Whoa!
Oh, well ducked from Jeremy.
And she's tying the cog on next to the one that was already there as her advantage. Yes, it's on. She's on 2 now. Oh!
Oh, well caught.
Now she just needs to get the cog off as quickly as possible. Oh dear, she seems to be having trouble, so she's a sitting top. No! No, the boulder ricocheted and Jeremy dodged it, so she's clean away again. Well, Stinger cheering her on, and it might just be helping because at just under 2 minutes in, that's a 3rd cog on. Clara giving huge support to Eleanor too. They're desperate for her to make these boulders really count. Oh!
Jeremy is making this look very easy, and believe me, it's not.
Well, she got that cog away very quickly. Nowhere near. Oh, but Eleanor's racing down to try and head her off. Whoa! Jeremy almost slipped in there. And remember, she does not like the water. Plus, of course, she would have lost the cog and absolutely wasted her advantage. Eleanor's doing everything she can to try to put pressure on Jeremy here, but the boulder just isn't connecting. So Jeremy has tied a 4th cog on, but it took her slightly longer than it took Eleanor to get her 4th on, so she needs to pick up the pace. Oh, and she's caught another boulder. Now she needs to get the cog off, and fast. Oh, she's standing up to reach it, and that means she's so vulnerable. Can Eleanor make the most of this opportunity? Eleanor smacked that boulder right into Jeremy's head, but she showed amazing balance. She wobbled, but she didn't fall in or even drop the cog. So Jeremy's scuttling along. Can Eleanor do anything here? Oh, she's struggling to reach that boulder. And now Jeremy's made it to the end of the runway again. So can she tie it on, or will Eleanor be able to make another, even more successful strike? No, it's on. Oh, another good duck there, but she needs to speed up because she's used well over half her time now, and she's still being slower than Eleanor. Oh, but that was an excellent catch. Now, can she get this cog off quicker and take advantage of the fact that Eleanor's struggling to release her next boulder?
Jeremy is racing along the runway to try and get that next cog attached.
And she's there. Oh, great swing, but Jeremy is so low to the deck that there's nothing Eleanor could do. That's cog 6 tied on.
Go knockout now!
Great job, Jeremy!
Well, it was a great catch, but actually this challenge is not going Jeremy's way overall. By this point in Eleanor's turn, she'd got all 7 of her cogs tied on. That's Jeremy's 7th one going on now. Thanks to having the advantage, she does have one left, but there is only a minute remaining on the clock, so she needs to move ultra fast here. Well, Eleanor's going for a massive... Oh, no! Oh! Oh, Jeremy's got the 8th cog. The seconds are ticking. Oh, great swing. Can Eleanor keep delaying her here? No, she's at the end. Eleanor's only chance now is knocking it out of her hands. No, so there it is with 8 cogs on. Jeremy's won.
That's it! Game over!
What a conclusion to such a thrillingly close captain versus captain challenge. Eleanor and Jeremy both pulled off some terrific boulder swings, and both of them opted to crawl along the runway too. A safe tactic, but a slow one. And in the end, double crossing did become all about the clock. Eleanor had delivered all 7 of her cogs quicker than Jeremy had tied her 7th on. So the only way Jeremy could win was by attaching the extra one she had as an advantage thanks to Sting having won the code cracker. It seemed she was sure to run out of time before she could manage it, especially as Eleanor never gave up hurling the boulders. But with seconds to go, she did it.
So girls, well done in your challenge, double crossing. How did you find the first round?
It was really good fun, but you should know, once someone crawls, it's really hard to knock them off.
I thought that was really good fun, but unfortunately I did not knock Jeremy off, and she didn't knock me off either.
So how do you think you did?
Really good.
Quite confident.
Really good, quite confident.
Really confident.
Really confident.
Really confident.
Okay, I think enough of that. Now's the time to put you both out of your misery. The winner of the first round of double crossing and of the advantage is Team Sting.
Yeah!
And so Sting will have the advantage when the teams battle for the latest island treasure, the Silver Venus flytrap in round 2. Still to come, the battle intensifies as Claw know they must beat Sting to win the island treasure.
We all need to work as a team together and do our best.
Sting may have won the advantage, but there's still another fiendish round to go, and Jeremy and Eleanor's rivalry boils over.
I just said that we have better teamwork and communication.
How do you know you have better?
Because we're winning all the challenges.
I'd really like to win an island challenge and an island treasure for my team.
But only one captain will ultimately lead their team to victory.
The winner of today's Island Challenge is...
Team Sting have won the advantage for the second round of the Island Challenge. But before they play, Claw have returned back to River Camp to take stock, as they're now so far behind, the pressure is really on.
If we don't win today, we are really in big trouble. Yeah. Because otherwise we've got to win every single one after that if we really want to. But if we win today, that's it. We've got like really close. We've only one away. And we've got plenty of time to catch up. We've got 4 then after. If we win today, time to catch up.
If we don't win today, then we're kind of stuck. Over the past few days, it's kind of been a bit Jeremy that's been making me quite annoyed and stuff. Because I know that at the start we were really good friends, and we still are, but she's like been going like, oh, Sting's the best.
I'm going to lead them to victory. Not Claw, obviously.
I don't think she's really thinking much, because all she cares about is winning and stuff. But I'd quite like to win to sort of tell her that she might not win in the end.
We all need to work as a team together and do our best.
I think I'd really like to wipe the smiles off Sting's faces, because they were sort of being a bit like sort of, oh, we're going to win, oh yeah, go Sting. And so I kind of want to beat them, and I'd like to do that. I think the whole Sting being a bit over-competitive.
Eleanor wants to bring her team back from the brink.
I'd really like to win an island challenge and an island treasure for my team. And I'd also really like for my team to award me the most valuable adventure, because I'd really enjoy that. And I like everybody on my team, and I've always wanted to be on Team Claw, so I'm happy about that.
And Eleanor knows just how to invigorate Claw.
I think, guys, that we should make up a new Team Claw chat, because we haven't really thought of one. And
I thought of one.
And it would help us. So has anyone got any ideas?
Yeah, I got some ideas. I thought of one when we were sleeping last night. It was, we are Team Claw, give us some more, we're gonna win, and chuck Sting in the bin. I really like that.
I think, guys, it'll help us if we do our chat at the moment, because we're feeling a bit down, because we haven't lost and we really need to win.
James, Dylan, Zach, Eleanor, Lizzie, Team Claw! We're Team Claw! Give us some more! We're gonna win and put Sting in the bin!
In round 2, the island is setting Sting and Claw against each other as teams to try to win the latest island treasure. As it stands, Sting have 4 treasures, while Claw have just 2. The more treasures you have, the greater the advantage in the final race to escape. And that means both teams will be doing everything they can to win here and add the Silver Venus flytrap to their treasure trove. So round 2 of Double Crossing is going to be incredibly closely contested. As the island told them everyone was going to play. Stings, Katie, Peter, Nate and Jordan will be taking on Claw's Zach, Lizzie, James and Dylan. But because their captain won round 1, Sting will have the advantage. And Jeremy is about to find out it's a highly unusual one. She'll have the choice of whether she wants her team to deliver the cogs along the runway or to swing the boulders. What will she go for? It's a big decision, and one which could have a massive impact on the game.
Well done, Jeremy. You got the advantage for your team. You now need to choose which side you want your team to be on. Do you want your team to be running up and down on the runway collecting the cogs, or do you want them to be pushing the boulders?
Runway.
You want to do the runway? So, guys, you heard Sting are going to be on the runway. You're going to be pushing the boulders.
That's good.
Do you think you can do it?
Definitely. Yeah.
You seem pretty happy. I thought you'd be quite disappointed that you weren't up and down on the runway, but you seem to want to have been pushing the boulders.
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah. They look so light.
Great. Okay, so you both seem pretty happy now. Is that the end of the rivalry?
No! Everyone knows Claw's the best and Sting the best. No.
Is it still on?
Yes!
I thought it might be.
Now here's how round 2 of Double Crossing works. Sting's 4 competitors start with 10 huge cogs, and one at a time, they'll make their way across a slippery runway to deliver these cogs to the cable at the other end. They will receive 1 point for every cog they tie on, and this time crawling is not allowed. Claw's 4 competitors will be positioned across the sturdier track and will each have 2 giant boulders to try to swing at Sting in an effort to bash the cogs out of their hands or smack them into the water. They will earn 3 points for every time they knock one of Sting in the drink. If a cog goes in the water before the end of the runway, it's out of play, and the game finishes once all 10 of the cogs have been lost or delivered. And, of course, the team with the highest final score wins. So they're set for the game, Stinger in the water, ready to get on the runway, and it looks like Claw are raring to get going with the boulders.
Guys, are you ready? Yeah! 3, 2, 1, go!
And they're off, and Natty's first, but will the height prove a help or a hindrance? Oh, James is going for it straight away. No.
Oh, first boulder.
She's racing along the run. Whoa, that was a brilliant shot from Lizzie. Oh, but she's made it all the way to the end.
Great deflection work there from Natty.
You're right, Mylene. She coped with the boulder onslaught amazingly well. Her fast pace limited the number of shots Claw could get in, but they did nonetheless hit her with a couple of full-on strikes. And yet Natty managed to fend them away and deliver her cog to take Sting 1-0 up. Jeremy's still celebrating and Peter's going for... Whoa! He's down, he's in the water! What a fantastic boulder throw from Dylan! Peter gets off to a fast start, but he's not steady enough to be able to keep on the runway when a huge shot from Dylan bashes into him. And as each knock-in earns 3 points, it takes Claw into the lead. It's 3-1 to them now, and that puts real pressure on Sting. Next up, it's Katie, and she seems to be struggling even to get onto the runway. No, she's okay for now. Whoa, she looks sure to be going in there, but no, she's managed to regain her balance. Oh, and the smacks keep coming. A really powerful shot from Lizzie. But somehow, Katie manages to stay on and keep going.
Well done, Katie's got her cog to the very end of the runway.
After a seemingly uncertain start, Katie really shows her mettle by ploughing on through a proper barrage of boulders to deliver her cog and nab a really hard-earned point for Sting. It's 3-2 to Claw now. Nat is back up on the runway. After your first run, this starts to get properly draining. Oh, but she's making quick work of this, and Claw don't seem to be having any effect here, so she's all the way across. This was a thoroughly efficient turn from Natty. She zipped along the runway so Claw couldn't make their boulders count, and her cog was the equaliser. It's 3-all. Next to run, it's Jordan. The boulders are coming thick and fast now, but it seems as if Jordan's managing to survive. Oh! Oh, no! Jordan does well to cope with the brutal bouldering from Claw, and so he's unlucky Zach catches him with such a cracking shot from the last boulder of the run. Bagging another 3 points for Claw. They're back in the lead now, 6-3. Oh, and in the heat of the moment, Jordan ties his cog on anyway, but of course, it does not count. Peter's back on next, and he looks exhausted.
Come on, guys, you're doing well!
Oh, a hit there, but he's powering on with a smile on his face. Oh, and that ricochet was a bit of luck for him. Yes, he's there, and he took all that in his stride.
Well done.
Peter seemed to enjoy this run, and given that Claw couldn't muster enough on-target force with their boulders to really delay him at all, you can understand why. Plus, his cog delivery pulled things back a little for Sting. It's 6-4, but this challenge is on an absolute knife edge because just one more knock-in would take Claw up to 9 points, and Sting wouldn't have enough cogs left to be able to score any more than 8. So Sting have got to be unbelievably careful now. Katie's back on now, and she is shattered. James is going for the throw. No, she just batted it back at him. Oh, and it's blocked his next shot. And she's plunging. Oh, a ricochet. Oh, and another. And yes, she's made it. After a strong strike from James, Claw became chaotic here, launching a lot of their boulders at each other rather than at Katie. So she made it across unscathed to tie her cog on for another much-needed point. It's 6-5 now. Stinger on the comeback trail, but anything could still happen here. Now it's Natty again, and she is so tired. She's really struggling to get up on the runway. James's first boulder. No, she bats it away. This is just... Oh, a huge hit. But she's... And another. Oh, wow. And she's across. A sterling effort from Natty. She copes with some big hits from an apparently refocused Claw and gets her cog on to bring the scores level again at 6-6. Sting have got 3 cogs left. And remember, a knock-in scores 3 for Claw. This is going down to the wire.
Come on, Claw, let's go!
Next up, it's Peter again.
Come on, Claw! Get in! Get in!
They're trying, but... Oh, no!
Peter is tearing along the runway. He's so determined to get his cog to the end.
And he's done it! Good stuff! Peter proves that it's not size but determination which gets results here. He races and dodges his way along, and you can just see his confidence shining out. And his cog delivery takes Sting back into the lead. It's 7-6 now, but this could all still go either way. Now Jordan's going again, and James has already chucked his first boulder. No, far too early, and so's that one.
Knock it away! Come on, get him on! Come on!
Oh, no, he's okay, and he's there. Some powerful boulder swinging from Claw did not make this easy for Jordan. But though he took some knocks and really looked like he was going to lose his balance, he did get his cog across to take Sting further into the lead. It's 8-6 now. But there is only one cog left, and so it's all come down to this very last run. If Claw can get a knock in, they'll be on 9 points and they'll be the winners. But if Sting can deliver the cog, they'll be on 9 points and they'll be the winners. Extraordinary. This is so close. Now bring it on. So it's Katie who's got the unenviable task of trying to get Sting's last cog across. Oh, James is going for it straight away. No, still too early. And she's brushed that one away. Dylan's trying now. No. Oh, good shot from Lizzie. That slowed her down. Now can Zach do anything? No, it's too late. Katie's made it across, and so Sting have won.
Okay, guys, that's it. Game over.
After an extreme challenge, Team Claw feel they may have lost.
I'm still gotten downhearted at the moment. I'm really annoyed. I'm quite gutted because we lost this challenge. Well, I hope Scorpion Line's got something up their sleeve because otherwise we're going to lose all the way.
But Team Sting are elated.
I'm feeling very proud of myself because I didn't fall off, I dodged every one, and I got all my cogs, I think 3, down to the other side. I think I'm a natural. We worked together well, and even though Jeremy was on the sideline, she was encouraging us a lot, and I think that was my motivation. She powered us on as a team. I think we did really well. Half the time they were out of time so that they didn't knock us at all. So as soon as you're running, you've got to the other end before you know it. You just have to get down and then stick them cogs onto the rope.
I think if we won, that would be just the best thing ever, to have won that game. Fingers crossed for the Island Fire tonight.
Well, Nate, this was a thoroughly action-packed challenge, and at different points, both teams looked on course for victory. As Jeremy had won round 1, Sting had the choice of roles and opted to deliver the cogs rather than hurl the boulders. It was a decision which ultimately paid off, but it did also mean that they faced the more physically demanding side of the game. And so as they dodged and defended their way through run after run, you could really see just how unbelievably tired they were becoming. All 4 of Claw's competitors made some properly forceful impacts with their boulders, and both Dylan and Zach achieved impressive knock-ins too, sending Peter and Jordan splashing down. A third knock-in would have been enough to win it for Claw, but try as they might, they just couldn't manage it. So with 9 points to Claw's 6, Sting were the winners here, and they will have the latest island treasure, the Silver Venus flytrap.
So teams, how was that?
It was fun.
Really fun.
Absolutely
Exciting.
Well done with the running. Now hands up, who got pushed in? Who went in? Well, you were all super zippy. Was it really hard on that runway? It was a bit wobbly.
It wasn't after you got a good pace. After you got up, yeah, it was a bit wobbly. And you started running.
Yeah.
What was annoying is like you run up there, put the thing on, and then you swim back
through the current.
By the time you got back, it's your turn again.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What about you guys? Did you enjoy hurling those boulders?
Yeah.
Sting and Claw, I guess you're both dying to know who today's winner is. I can now tell you, all will be revealed tonight at the Island Fire. Only the island knows for sure. I know, sorry.
The Island Challenge is over, and Jeremy reflects on an extremely competitive day.
You really want to do it well because you want the rest of your team to like believe in you and say that you can do well in these kind of challenges, and you really want to do well for them as well as you want to do for yourself, and you want to do it for the team, and kind of puts a lot of pressure on you as well.
And the rivalry between her and Eleanor comes to a head.
Claw sticks together more, and even though we are losing quite a lot, by quite a bit now, it doesn't really matter because we don't always pick one person as normal for the challenge, and we give everybody a go, and we just want everyone to have a really good fun time. We stick together more, and we don't just choose one person to do memory trial all the time. like they do. They leave everybody else out and they only choose one person.
Just so you know, Sting as a team don't make any decisions without all its team members agreeing on it. So therefore, everybody agreed on Katie and me playing it safe. And we were sticking together, we order advice. That's what a team is.
Got to be really
and
good.
That's how you win. Teamwork and communication is what matters, and if they had that, they would win by now. So
We do have communication teamwork.
yes, we do.
We do.
Do you?
Yes.
Eleanor decided she wanted to be in Claw, and I was a definite for Sting. We just wanted the team that we're on to do so well, so we tried to stick up for them and fight their battles and say that Claw have always won, and I say that, well, Sting could win this time.
But the island has the captains exactly where it wants them, and the more they disagree, the more the island wins.
That doesn't mean...
By the way,
Jeremy, that does not mean we do not have any.
I know. I never said you didn't have
Yes,
any.
you did. You just did.
I just said that we have better teamwork and communication.
How do you know you have better?
Because we're winning all the challenges.
And?
Because to win challenges, you obviously need a team, and you need communication.
I've got a team, and I've got communication, because I can talk.
Have you got communication, really?
Yeah, I can talk.
So is that why you're failing? Just got into something a little bit bigger, and then we just decided to stop because it was so silly.
It's the end of an intense day of rivalry on Scorpion Island. And for Claw, the dawning realization that they have lost is setting in.
When I came off the Island Challenge today, I was really feeling quite down because I thought, well, that was one of the last times we'd get, to catch up.
When I lose, I tend to take it really all on me. I think it's just me who's done really bad, when normally it's a team effort, and it's a team effort that didn't go to plan and we unfortunately lost.
But James thinks he knows where they're going wrong.
I think everything went wrong today because, first of all, we started with the code cracker and we lost that, which then gave a cog then to Team Sting, and then they got to choose what they wanted to do, and because they chose the easiest one, which was running up and down, we had the throwing the balls. I think what's going wrong generally from our team is that because we're not winning the beginning, the code cracker, they're getting the advantages, and with the advantages they're winning. That's where we're really losing all our points.
Claw captain Eleanor is blaming herself.
Even though everyone did really well and we tried our hardest, we didn't win. And I'm quite upset about that because I really wanted to win this captain. It'll probably be my last chance.
Go, 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 go!
I think it was all about time because we all both got the same amount of cogs, I'm sure. So I'm a bit annoyed with myself.
Eleanor thinks Jeremy has not only been the more successful captain, but the island treasure will be awarded to her too.
Because Jeremy's going to get it today because she was captain, and also because she's the only one in Team Sting who does not have an island treasure. So now they're all going to have island treasures and only 2 people are going to have one, which I'm a bit jealous about because I really want to win an island treasure for my team. Everyone's like, oh, we're going to lose, which I don't think we are because we're a fantastic team, and in ways we're better than Sting, even though they're doing really well. Slow and steady wins the race, so I think that Claw can do really well in this.
Natty, a former teammate of Eleanor's, has a word of advice for Claw.
My advice to them would be communication is the key, and listening to your other teammates, because, you know, their communication isn't good at the moment, and I suppose when you're losing like that, team morale sort of goes down a lot.
Another full moon rises and the island is ready to announce the winners of today's challenge. Both Sting and Claw have been summoned to the island fire.
Welcome, teams, to the island fire. This is where all will be revealed about your mission here, and more importantly, where the island communicates with you.
Team Sting, how did you find double crossing?
Great,
Yeah,
amazing.
really fun.
Excellent.
Why so excellent? You seem very pleased with yourselves.
Because I managed to get an advantage for my team.
And also going across it.
It was so much fun, just running and going.
Only one of us, Peter.
Okay, Team Claw, how did you find it today, the Island Challenge?
I think it was fun, even though we didn't do as well as we expected. It was just fun.
Really fun. I
You like knocking people.
James, I was there. You were really good. Okay, well done, guys. I thought you were all excellent today. However, I'm guessing you're all itching to find out what the results of the Island Challenge actually are. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. The winner of today's Island Challenge is... Team Sting! Yeah! Congratulations! Team Sting, not only have you won the Island Challenge, but you've also won the 7th Island Treasure, the Venus Flytrap. Congratulations!
Every night at the island fire, only one adventurer from the winning team can be awarded the treasure. But what is the true significance of these treasures? The island knows, but will not let on just yet.
So then, who are you going to award the Island Treasure to? Who was your most valuable player? Talk amongst yourselves.
All very well. It's got to be Jeremy. Yeah, she got advantage. Advantage, and she was a great captain as well. Thanks, guys.
So guys, you've had time to talk. Who is your most valued adventurer?
Jeremy.
Jeremy! Congratulations. Now tell me why you voted for Jeremy.
Because
She was a good side advantage.
Yeah, she got us an advantage and she was a good captain. And now we all have an island treasure.
Well done. Well, congratulations, Jeremy. You've been awarded the most valuable adventurer and you've also won the 7th Island Treasure, the Venus Flytrap. Now, not only is this very beautiful to look at, but it also represents the trickery that the island plays on you every single day. So well done. It's yours.
Round of applause for Jeremy, everyone.
Take it back to your team. Well done for winning it.
Another round of applause for Jeremy then, guys, and Team Sting.
So, Sting have won their 5th Island Treasure. Claw only have 2.
And you can catch all the action online now. We'll see you next time on Escape from Scorpion Island.
Bye.
Next time on Scorpion Island, Peter and Lizzie must lead their teams into the arena of competition.
Claw captain Lizzie has the pressure of whittling down Sting's island treasure lead.
While Sting captain Peter has the extra burden of keeping his team on top and ahead.
Come on!
But no one said leading a team would be an easy ride.
You need to really be bossy. I don't like being bossy.